What's going on, guys? It's Mike Call here with Life of a Fighter. So I just want to give you a little bit of an explanation on what this article has, what it entails, and kind of give you a little bit of a rundown on why I took the time to actually create this for you guys. Because really, I spent a couple weeks just putting all of this together, an entire semester at Stony Brook taking a class specifically geared towards supplementation for sports performance. So I took a lot of the notes from that class, summarized them, tweaked them a little bit, summarized, and took a lot of the helpful information that I found helpful for myself, and I wanted to share it with you guys because a lot of times I hear the question on supplementation. How do you know what supplements to take? Are supplements right for you? Are they even effective? All these things day in and day out with clients, colleagues. These are different questions that come up in the community, and I wanted to kind of just help facilitate some answers for that and give you some information and educate you guys on that. Okay, because it's one thing for me to tell you, all right, you should be taking this supplement or you should be eating this food because of this reason and this benefit. But for you guys to understand the information yourself, to me, it's a little bit more helpful. So, first thing we're covering is how to evaluate dietary supplements. And the first unit is just how to look at supplements. What are the benefits? What are the risks? Are they legitimate? Because there's not as much of a governing body looking at these claims that a lot of these companies are making. Now, some of them have been regulated by the FDA because of claims and charges pressed against them. But here's a couple, right off the bat, I gave you a couple of links that are either federal or independently organized companies that have no financial gain off of listing either supplement companies that are beneficial and legitimate or supplement companies that may have had problems in the past. And you can kind of look into that a little bit more yourself. Okay, and something you're going to notice throughout the article is an opportunity and a window to schedule an appointment with either myself or one of the Life of a Fighter staff and coaches to be able to just go over any questions that you may or may not have. One thing I'm giving you guys right now is I want you to feel comfortable talking to us. So the first assessment and the first consultation is going to be on us. So I just want you to come in, schedule a time, talk to me, talk to one of our coaches, and just it's going to be on us because I want you to have those questions answered. And I feel by the time that we're done, you'll feel confident in the things that we can bring to the table, that you're going to either trust us with your nutrition and training plans, with a supplementation recommendation, with any kind of advice that we can kind of help you out, or you just may learn something and hopefully it'll just be a benefit to you. Okay, the next thing is regulation on supplements. There's specifically, because we were looking at sports performance for collegiate athletes, there's specific bylaws and guidelines that Division 1, Division 2, Division 3, and different athletes have to adhere by, and there's different supplements and foods and things that you can and cannot take. So we kind of go through all of that, and I don't want to beat a dead horse by talking about all these things you're going to read, but you're going to see that in Unit 2. Unit 3, we go over creatine monohydrate, the benefits, some of the, myths or theory behind it, and the actual research that supports claims that you can see for yourself. And we'll go into all that good stuff, how much you should be taking as far as dosage-wise. And you guys will notice throughout the article, there's these little blue highlights. That's just a link over to different companies and products that I personally like. Okay, for Unit 4, we talk about muscle building and strength building supplementation. The good, the bad, the ugly, but all inclusive and all informative. Okay, and then we drop all the way down to Unit 5, and that's where we're going to dive into a little bit more on looking at not just the muscle gain. Now we're going to go to the fat loss side of things. What are the things that are effective at fat loss? What's healthy? What's beneficial? What's illegal? And what's going to hurt you? Okay, because there's a lot of things on the market that are effective, yes, but are they actually healthy and beneficial? Probably not. So we just kind of, again, dive into all that good stuff. And then the last unit on this one, or the last chapter, is just supplementation to improve poor dietary habits and intake. Where if you're not taking in the right amount of calories because you're a wrestler cutting weight, or you're just not doing it right, because you can eat a healthy, balanced diet and not necessarily need certain supplements, like your vitamin D count shouldn't necessarily be low, but you may want to, increase magnesium and calcium to help absorption and so on and so forth to help with that. So maybe it can't always come from the food. Some people just may not have the time, or as far as just convenience factor, there's a lot of things that come into play for supplementation and its use. Okay, so that's the last chapter that I dove into here. And we go through a list of just different nutrients that are beneficial for your body and sources to get them. And again, links to supplements. And the most important thing to me, guys, is at the very end, I'm giving you, lists and lists of references, medical journals, doctor-cited information, double-blind studies, different credible sources that you can find on all the information that we're putting in here, because I can write articles about stuff all day long, but if I don't back it to me, I feel like it's not as effective and it's not as factual and important to listen to. So again, guys, that's what we're doing in this article. We're going over supplementation, specifically more towards sports performance. This was a class I took at Stony Brook University, and it gave me a little bit more of a better grasp with nutrition and also supplementation, so I hope it does the same for you guys. Again, if you want to, you can feel free to schedule an appointment with us at any time, whether it's in this article, at any article, if you ever need help. And also be sure to check out our ebook too, because that has a lot of really helpful information. If you like that, you can also check out our ebook under the store. Okay, guys, so again, hope it was helpful, and talk to you guys soon.